Michelle Dallacroce says yes, she is with Mothers Against Illegal Aliens, but Geraldo Rivera disagrees. He is host of, among others, Geraldo at Large. Michelle, do you first, you think time's a waste and do it?
Absolutely. The federal government should cut off all funds going towards any state or city that's harboring or allowing sanctuaries to exist in their cities. We've got people dying by the hands of these people, or you've got people like Elvira Arellano wasting taxpayers' time and the people of America's time by hiding out in these places, and that shouldn't be. I mean, we've got, for instance, in Chicago, we've got a place called the Greenhouse Shelter, which is a women's battered shelter. It's not a church, but that's considered a sanctuary. We've got day labor centers by that way. They're considered sanctuaries when you think about it, because ICE doesn't go there and pick up all those guys. We have different sectors of sanctuaries, not just churches. ICE doesn't pick them up, and the taxpayers are the ones that are suffering.
So we got to say
One
stop.
other point.
All right,
absolutely.
Good point. So, Geraldo, let me ask you this. The time has come for the federal government to say we have an obligation to step in, stop the sanctuary stuff.
I think the federal government would be absolutely ill-advised to do that. The federal government has created one catastrophe after another when dealing with immigration. We're talking about sanctuary cities. What about New York, where Mayor Giuliani helped create a system where New York today is the safest large city in America today? Crime is even as low as it was, it's down 26% here.
Is that because he looked the other way with illegals?
No, crime is crime. This is the safest big city in America, period. This whole kind of crazy lynch mob mentality against the illegals. Your other guest mentioning Elvira Arellano. Elvira Arellano was arrested for cleaning toilets at O'Hare Airport. She's now separated from her 8-year-old son, Saul.
Give it a break. You know, we had terrorism and 9/11 go down in New York City, right? Elvira Arellano was cleaning out airplanes a year after 9/11 when we're having all the Americans dump out their jewelry.
You make my point. You make my point. Elvira Arellano and the Elvira Arellanos of the world are not the people we should fear. The people we fear are the people who seek to attack us. Not the vast majority of these hard-working, otherwise law-abiding
they're not
people.
hard-working. You know, you are pandering to them, and you are racist against the American citizen. All you do is you protect them. Why don't you let me finish? Are you going to let me finish? How did you get to be racist? Number one, why did you change your name from a name that was American to Geraldo Rivera? Because you're pandering.
Michelle,
that's absolutely untrue.
No. Let me tell you something. You're talking about New York.
Where are you from?
Stop for a second. Geraldo, here's
Neil,
the issue.
I come on, and now she's saying that, you know, this kind of personal, kind of gutter rhetoric is the product of this hate campaign directed against the illegal aliens.
Americans who are angry about this have a legitimate beef when they see an incident like what happened in Newark and fear. Where else could this happen?
Neil, there were 60 homicides.
This happens all around the country.
Let me answer. Michelle, I promise I will go to you. Geraldo, go ahead.
Okay.
There were 60 homicides in Newark this year. 60. This is the first one that cable news has thought to report on. Why is that? I broke the story of the triple homicide in Newark, and I complained bitterly at the time, that was 24 hours after it happened, that nobody was covering it. And then the next day, with very few exceptions, cable news ignored the triple homicide for 2 more days until it became clear that one of the 6 perpetrators was an illegal who came here incidentally at the age of 11.
Does it bother you on any level that these 3 people might not have died had that illegal not been in this country?
And what about the 4 or 5
but on
perpetrators?
just this one issue.
No, but Neil, it's a canard. It's not a.
Okay, so Michelle, you're pushing
illegal
a canard.
alien increases and crime decreases.
My point is this: we've got sanctuary cities in Arizona, in Chicago, in Phoenix. Phoenix isn't safe. I hear gunshots outside my window all the time.
Phoenix is not a sanctuary city.
Absolutely it is. I can tell you, Operational Order 1.4.3, and it's up on my website, www.Mothers Against Illegal Aliens, if you'd like to check it out. I know, let me finish. I've got mothers that their children are being killed by illegal aliens that are being let go by police with the sanctuary cities. Don't interrupt me. You know what, Geraldo, what you like to do is just like with your Al Capone safe thing. You make a big to-do about nothing, and ultimately there's nothing in it, Geraldo.
Well, at least you didn't blame my mustache.
I was going to blame
you were going to blame my mustache.
But we don't have time.
Thank you.
Thank you both very, very much. Well, not too many people sticking up for Michael Vick these days.